understand, it's especially if you've been doing this for a couple of years or even up to 10 years, I understand it's very, very easy to be like, oh, it's just another day on the job for me. It is this person's number one day.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be their one and only. That's gonna be
that's the goal. That's the goal.
Right.
That's the goal for us. Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, you might do this, like we have events, 8 events a weekend or whatever.
Sometimes.
But I tell my team, I'm like, this is their one and only day that they're going to remember for the rest of their life, whether they stay married or don't.
Every moment, especially after the wedding, they start decompressing.
Yes.
And the texts and the calls, like, hey, can we actually talk about this vendor? And I'm like, I was in the room in that moment, but tell me what happened.
Yeah.
They start processing everything.
Yeah.
Thankfully, majority of the time, I would say 9 out of 10 times, solid 10 out of 10. Everyone's getting great reviews.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're thankful for tips. They're not expected, but they're very thankful.
Yeah.
Yes.
We love you.
Yeah.
But and that's where also it kind of comes back to my preferred vendors list. When I say I have a tight preferred vendors list, that bad boy is locked in.
Yeah.
And I really,
Let it be
I really try, and I always welcome new vendors. But it's also, if I don't know a vendor, I don't have any background on them. I just can't speak to their timing, how they work, their energy, their team play, the cost. Like, what are the additional fees going to be if something happens there, stay 30. It's information that I need. So in the moment something happens, I need to know what are my next 3 steps without having to walk away and like sort through it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So preferred vendors list, and of course we contact like, hey, can we be on? And I'm like, so when that happens,
Do people really do that?
Yeah, it's very, very common. Even when I used to work at a venue, it's like, hey, can I be on your vendors list? And it's like, we're not trying to be hateful, like, well, me right now as a planner.
Never.
It's just like, I don't have any information about you, and when I prefer you, everything you do and don't do reflects on me.
Yeah.
And that's where my
your
DJ
name, your
is
recommendation.
100%.
Yeah.
And a lot of them we have partnerships with. And it's like, if we are working on this partnership, that means that we are locked in. And if you do something that's disrespectful or out of line, that's on me. And
You look bad.
I love people. And I think I'm one of the nicest people. But when Carrie gets mad, it's not a good day for
You do
anybody.
not want to be on that side.
It's and a lot of my close friends who are thankfully my vendors, I'll kind of get this look, and I'm like, let me take that deep breath, and they're like, let me give Gary a second. I'm like, let's do that. Thankfully that's not often, but it's just kind of like it's I can't recommend you when I don't know you, and I want to know you.